Welcome all. I'm Sarah Roeder with AAFMAA, the American Armed Forces Mutual Aid Association, a nonprofit since 1879 who have been serving our military community. And our mission is to be the premier provider of financial solutions for the armed forces community. Now, I'm the director of partnership and member engagement, and I talk with other organizations about what they are doing to help veterans, military spouses, service members, families, and the military community at large. And today we're talking about TRICARE open enrollment for active duty. And we are talking with AAFMAA directly. Our Amy Murado, our team lead for member benefits with AAFMAA, is an expert, like all of our member benefits teams, on all things member benefits and entitlements for the military community. Now, this is a true value that our AAFMAA membership is afforded. But today we are going to talk to the military community at large to make sure you understand what to do for TRICARE open enrollment if you're an active duty family. So Amy, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Sarah, for having me. I'm excited to share the information with all of your viewers today.
Awesome. So can you tell me exactly what is TRICARE open enrollment?
Sure. So TRICARE open enrollment is the annual opportunity for service members, their families, retirees, all beneficiaries to update their TRICARE healthcare coverage. So it's the annual opportunity to keep your plan, join a plan, switch plans, all of that. And you have the opportunity throughout the year, if you have a qualifying life event, to make any of these changes, such as if you're joining or leaving the military, if you get married, if you experience a death in your family, if there's a divorce, a new child is born, so on. Those life events allow you to make changes to your TRICARE healthcare coverage and your federal benefits. But outside of that time, you may make changes during the annual open enrollment or open season, which is what we're about to begin next Monday, November 11th.
Yeah, that's right. It's starting on next Monday. So
That's right.
hopefully everybody is watching and going to learn, is this something that I should be doing? And you pointed out a couple of really good facts there, is that if you have a life event, you can always go to TRICARE and change things. But if you don't have a life event and you are thinking you need to change your policy and what you're under, this is the time to do it. This is the only open time to be able to do that. So that's really important. And it's starting on Monday. So let's walk through, how does TRICARE open enrollment affect active duty families this year?
Sure. So if you're not currently enrolled in a TRICARE healthcare plan, you can use Mill Connect, which is the online platform, to sign up for your TRICARE healthcare coverage. And of course, for active duty families, we're talking about the family members. Active duty service members do not need to do any of this, but this would be for your family members. And so if you're keeping your plan, there's not much that you need to do. If you're switching your plan, you'll need to locate the enrollment form on the TRICARE website and mail or fax it in, or call your regional provider to make the change. I want to point out that as of about 20 minutes ago, I just checked, and the 2025 costs are not yet published on the TRICARE website. So do check that before you begin your enrollment process. You'll want to check into that. So there are some major differences, and I'll just run through these really quickly. They're on your screen here too as well. So your options are basically TRICARE Prime, which is your managed care option. You work through your PCM or your primary care manager for your referrals. Generally, there are $0 deductibles for our active duty families. Okay. TRICARE Standard is your HMO, or excuse me, your PPO option. You act as your primary care manager. You make and seek out your own referrals. There are higher deductibles generally for the standard plan, and also higher out-of-pocket costs for your doctor visits. And then finally, there's the U.S. Family Health Plan, which is a very unique type of prime coverage. It's offered in specific regions around the United States, uh, such as the greater DMV area, District of Columbia, Maryland, Virginia, with the Johns Hopkins. New England has their coverage. New York City area has one, parts of Texas, and then the Pacific states also have a U.S. Family Health Plan. But you can find all that information on the TRICARE website as well.
Mhm. That's great. This is awesome. And for those of you who are maybe just listening, and cannot see the screen, there is a wonderful slide up here that is outlining all of this. We will also make sure to drop things into the comment section so that you can find those links really easily about how to enroll. So we'll make sure that you have all of that. And you pointed out a couple of really important things here, the difference between the TRICARE Prime and TRICARE Standard, and those costs. Talk about being on it and being in the know. As Amy said 20 minutes ago, she just looked, and those costs aren't quite up yet through TRICARE, but open enrollment starts on Monday, the 11th. So surely they'll get those up before then. One of the reasons it might not be up is because there is a really big change happening with TRICARE this year. And we really want to make sure people understand this. 6 states are moving from the east to the west. And so, Amy, can you tell us how will this affect people and their benefits?
Yes, Sarah. So it's very important to understand this. Previously, I know I myself have gone on to Mill Connect and made changes to my coverage in the past. But if you want to make changes, again, as I said earlier, you're not going to be able to do that online unless you currently do not have coverage.
Mhm.
The main ways that you will make changes to your coverage is by calling your regional provider and or mailing or faxing in your enrollment plan.
Mhm.
So a couple of big things everyone should know. Everyone should check their DEERs uh, now to make sure that their family information, your contact information is correct. Very important. That's something you should, it's kind of like checking your air filters or changing the batteries in your smoke alarms, right? That's
Yeah.
something you should do a couple of times a year, probably, just to make sure that there's been no glitches and that they have your information correct.
Mhm.
Okay, so TRICARE West, this is going to be 6 states that were formerly in the East region are moving to the West. Their Tri West Healthcare Alliance is replacing HealthNet Federal Services, and I've given you the website here, tricare.mil /west, and you can check your providers, prepare for your recurring credit card and electronic funds transfer payments if that applies to you. Most active duty families, that doesn't apply to you. You're not making premium payments, but you can check that information and you can take care of that by the end of December. For the East region, um, you can call Humana Military to make your change with them directly. And I've given you the phone number here for them, 800
Mhm.
444 5445. Uh, they have not yet published the TriWest phone number to be able to do that. So just keep checking back. I'm just going to tell you that the website, tricare.mil, for open season is going to be your friend right now because it will have all the information, all the contact information, the forms that you will need, the phone numbers, all of that good stuff will be there for you. So those are the main differences and the big things that
Awesome.
people need to know.
That's great. And I mean, you're a military spouse. I'm a military spouse. These are all things that we have to keep up with. A lot of times, the military spouses are the ones keeping informed of this type of information for the families, for the kids, especially for active duty. I know that when we were on active duty, that it was he always had his coverage and things like that. It was all taken care of. But it was okay. Where am I going to go, and where are the kiddos going to go, and what does that look look like, and are they in network, and all of those things. So it's really
Right.
important to understand that, understand any costs associated with it. And if you're unhappy with it or want to make a change, you can do that November
Yep.
11th through December 10th.
Yes.
So I'm really glad that you pointed out about this very big change in the 6 states moving and kind of how that's affecting things, especially how people enroll, right? You used to be able to just kind of go online, and this year you can't
Mhm.
quite do that. You've got to make a phone call, or fax something in. So really important to understand that.
One
For our
last thing,
active
if I
duty,
can throw it in
yeah,
there, Sarah, is that TriWest people that will be in the West region with TriWest should also check that their providers are in network. And you can
yeah.
check that starting November 11th so that you can know, is your current provider, the one that you're seeing, going to still be accepted in the West region.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So for those people who are in the Tri-West region,
Yes.
making sure that you check those providers that they're still going to be in network, because things change.
Right.
So really great points. I appreciate you bringing that to attention. And I want to talk about the federal savings account, the FSA. That
Yes.
was something new a few years ago. And so there's some other benefits. How can active duty families sign up for FSA and those benefits?
Yes. Great question. So, the open season for your federal benefits also begins Monday, November 11th. It runs a day short of your TRICARE open season. Just keep that in mind. Don't wait until December 10th to do your federal benefits enrollment. But for both the dependent care flexible spending account and the healthcare flexible spending account, I invite everyone to check out fsafeds.gov because they're going to have all of your information and very specific details about what these two plans will offer you in terms of savings for your family. And these are great benefits. Now, I'll point out that the healthcare flexible spending account is not going to be available for enrollment until March 2025.
Mm,
So just keep that in the back of your mind. You can't sign up for that quite yet. But the dependent care flexible spending account, you can sign up for, and it will offer you an opportunity to pay for care for your eligible dependents. You can contribute $100 to up to $5,000 annually pre-tax to pay for your eligible expenses. And so these are going to be things like care for your children up to age 13. If you have a dependent um, parent or spouse that needs care, you would be able
mhm,
to pay for those costs through this program. And it works through a claims program. They actually have an app that you can sign up for and handle it right in the convenience of the palm of your hand on your phone or device. And you'll manage your account through there, submit your claims with receipts. You can have payments go directly to a provider, pay yourself back through a reimbursement through the FSA account, or have a check mailed to you. So they make it very convenient for you to save on the pre-tax dollars, which of course lowers your taxable income, which is a
yeah.
great benefit to you. So, like I said, go check out fsafeds.gov for the dependent care flexible spending account and the healthcare flexible spending account coming in March 2025. Okay.
Nice.
So then I'll just mention FedVIP is the Federal Employees Dental and Vision Insurance Program. So for active duty families, you're going to be eligible for vision care only. All right.
Mhm,
Dental is covered and provided to you through United Concordia.
mhm,
So that's handled differently. But you must be signed up for a TRICARE healthcare plan, so Prime or Standard or US Family Health, to sign up for the Vision Care plan. Now, that information can be found at benefits.gov, and invite you to go there and check it out as well because it's going to um, help you with your eligibility questions. And then you're going to enter your zip code and you'll be provided some choices for your vision care that'll be based on your zip code. So there's a 12, I think, or 5 or 6 plans for vision. And so those
mhm.
will be different for everyone based on their zip code. So you can make a decision about whether or not you want to um, participate in that program as well. It's a great benefit. Um, I was participating in that myself as a active duty spouse
Yep.
before my husband retired. So it's a great option for your family.
It is. I too was
Yeah.
did have FedBIP as well. I really appreciate you breaking down these things when it comes to the flexible spending accounts and what that looks like. And so, a couple of big takeaways here, because again, right, us military spouses, we tend to be the ones who are kind of keeping abreast of this information is one, if you are in that TRICARE West region right now, making sure that whoever your provider currently is going to be still an in-network provider because of these TRICARE changes. That was a really big takeaway that I heard you say. Next would be kind of about those FSA accounts. And if you're going to do a flexible spending account, how that can help you lower your taxable income as well as provide for maybe care for
That's right.
a younger child, which that's really awesome. And then the vision too, right? Making sure that if you do need vision care or your kiddos need vision care, that you're getting signed up through FedVIP, seeing what plans are available to you through that website because it is zip code specific. And so those are kind of really three big things that I heard you say that were really important. Is there anything else that we missed that our active duty families need to know about?
I don't think so, but I will just point out that if anyone has questions about any of these items that we've talked about today, certainly contact the links that we provided in the
Mhm.
slides, but you can also reach out to the AFMA member benefits team because
Yeah,
we stay current on all of this information and we'll be happy to answer your questions and point you in the right direction and get you the help that you need to make the great financial decisions for your family.
that's awesome. Thank you so much, Amy, for being here today, for being an expert in this and bringing this information to our active duty families. For those of you who might be veterans, we will be doing the open enrollment for our veterans, our retirees, and we'll be doing that on December 3rd. And I'll be talking with Amy then. So please join then. Or if you are an active duty family and you know somebody who is getting ready to retire or is already retired, that on December 3rd they can check that out. But thanks again, Amy, for being here. I really
My pleasure.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Have a great day,
Well,
everyone.
yeah, thanks. I'm Sarah Roeder, and that will wrap up our live for today. If you would like, of course, more information about AFMA and our financial readiness within the military community, you can subscribe here and reach out and connect. The QR code on your screen is for our subscription so that you can make sure that you are really keeping in the know of all of this type of information. And then, of course, there's my direct contact information should you have any questions. Otherwise, I thank you for joining. I hope you have a great day. And December 3rd, we will be talking about TRICARE open enrollment for retirees. So check that out as well. Thanks and have a great day.